We're going to turn our attention now to the Middle East. It's been a pretty horrific weekend. The Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has said that the airstrike, which killed 45 civilians on Sunday, was a tragic mistake.
So the strike in Rafah killed dozens of Palestinians, with most being women and children. That's according to Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza.
Well, the attack has been condemned by European leaders as well as by the US President Joe Biden, who's told Israel to take every precaution to protect civilians.
Let's go to the director of Sanctuary Foundation, Dr. Krish Kandiah, on this tragic, really, really awful situation. What went wrong?
What went wrong was that President Netanyahu decided to ignore international advice, the censure of the International Court of Justice, and carry on an attack. In Rafah, 85% of the Palestinian population had fled to that area under the orders of the IDF. And so you've got a huge number of women and children in a tent village. And then you go and drop munitions on that space. We've seen the devastation that the bombs bring on buildings. But when you've only got a tarpaulin between you and the rest of the world, it's going to rip through that space with devastating severity. We're hearing from rescue workers that children were on fire, that people have been blown apart. It's absolutely devastating.
Those images were harrowing, images of babies decapitated and, as you say, severe burns, and lots of innocent children in what was described as a safe area. The fact that the Israelis have called this a mistake, that something has gone tragically wrong, does that get them off the hook?
I don't think it does, Isabel, because they were told this would be devastating, any kind of military intervention in such a populated space. It's not a mistake. It's not out of nowhere that this has happened. For me, it speaks to no one caring about the civilians of Palestine, whether that's Hamas for provoking a terrible response from Israel. The attacks of October the 7th have to be condemned, absolutely terrible. But they knew what they were doing, Hamas. They knew there'd be a terrible response from Israel. And Israel has responded by killing so many civilians. So it seems no one really cares about the civilians. They're willing to be used as collateral damage.